Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Matt here, and today we're going to be rebuilding the Toronto Raptors. Now, the Toronto Raptors over the last couple of seasons have tried to make moves to put them into relevancy, so to speak, but honestly, they have been perennial playing since their last championship win back in 2019, where that was also a questionable finals win, but they'll forever be etched in history anyway. So, regardless of that, they made moves such as getting Brandon Ingram this past trade deadline. Before that, getting RJ Barrett and pairing them alongside Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly. There is talent on this roster, and I definitely don't think that their ceiling has been reached. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to get them a championship, and we are going to bring the Toronto Raptors back into relevancy. So let's get right into it. All right, so here we are rebuilding the Toronto Raptors, and the Toronto Raptors, they're a very interesting team considering mid-season they traded for and extended Brandon Ingram. A very interesting move, to say the least. I don't know if he's going to be their needle mover, but I really like Brandon Ingram. Regardless, dealt with injury issues in the past. Moving along, they got RJ Barrett. Let me touch on Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is their franchise guy, so to speak. And his positioning is really interesting in 2K. Definitely see him more as a 4. Maybe he does run some point now and then, but probably going to be more of a 4 for us. RJ Barrett, who they acquired, I believe, 2 seasons ago now. Yeah, so, or I guess last season, they acquired him from the Knicks. Emmanuel Quickly has been pretty solid for them so far. Jakob Poeltl's been pretty surprising, definitely having a career year. So maybe he could be on the way out. We can capitalize on his value. Chris Boucher's having a bounce-back season, playing really solid for them. Grady Dick, who they drafted this past draft, well, actually, 2 drafts ago, with the 13th overall pick, he's been developing pretty solidly. Jacoby Walter has been fine, but, you know, he's a young guy. They drafted him this past year. Ochai Agbaji, definitely having a really good season for them as well. And there's a lot of talent on this roster. Dealt with some injuries and kind of set them back a little bit further than they wanted to be to this point. But definitely pieces are here to not only make the playoffs, but potentially even make a big move to win a championship. Now, with only about 3 games left in the season, we're just going to simulate the rest here, and I'll keep you guys with us. As Shea wins MVP, Stephon Castle, Naz Reid, 6th Man of the Year, Giannis DPOY. It's going to be Draymond in real life, which is going to start some controversies. But Christian Braun, most improved. Interesting. Nikola Jokic, Clutch Player of the Year, and Mark Daigneault for the OKC Thunder. Okay, so Thunder sweep the awards. We're going to just move along past this because we don't have anything here. And we're not in the play-in. I believe they were just marked for elimination from the play-in potential. So we're going to simulate here, and it's going to be the Warriors and the Pacers. And the Pacers actually win the championship. That's pretty crazy. LeBron is not retiring. Everyone else can go. So we're going to go to the draft lottery because this is what we're here for. And yes, I am using the Cooper flag. The same one that I've been using for the last couple of videos when I do the realistic rebuilds. Like, not realistic rebuilds, but when I use the realistic draft class. So, yeah, hopefully the draft lottery treats us pretty nicely. We're here at 7. Could be a little bit better in real life, but we'll see. We do not get a top pick. In fact, actually we do. We jump up to 4. Okay, so that helps out a lot. Hopefully we could make good use of that pick. Darko Rajakovic. I know a little bit about him, but if we take a look at the candidates here, is there anybody that I like a little bit better than him? As of now, no. We're just going to get blocked by all these guys. It's been a minute, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm really aware of that. I apologize, but I am also a college student, and college sometimes does take over my life, even when I don't want it to. But let's go to the NBA draft, and I will be attempting to post more often, especially with the playoffs around the corner, and I want to try to differentiate my videos, still focusing on NBA for now, but, you know, I still want to maintain the bubble of the rebuilds and see where it goes from there. Anyway, so we check out the mock drafts. Cooper Flag probably going 1, Ace Bailey 2, Dylan Harper 3. So we would land on VJ Edgecombe, and I know that he develops really well from this draft class. And that's another thing with these drafts. The draft classes, I wish that they were a little more different. But regardless, I could see us also taking Igor Demin, because a point guard would be nice, 6'9". If we take a look here, we don't need another 2 or a 3. Maybe a center. Do we trade down? Is there anybody down here that I like? Derek Queen could be interesting. Kadeem Malik I did like out of Duke, and then he sold in the Final Four. If you guys saw that, I believe he's 7'2", and I believe he only had probably 0 rebounds. It was a crazy statistic, but I don't want to start throwing shade. I think getting one of these top 4 guys is probably the move, realistically. But there is a lot of talent down the board. I think we'll just go into the draft, see how it plays out. Obviously, if Cooper Flag was there, he goes to Wizards. That's funny, as we just did that in our last rebuild, if you haven't checked that out already. Ace Bailey goes 2. Dylan Harper goes 3. I would have liked Dylan Harper to possibly play our 1 position. Let's see what trade offers we get here. Bam Adebayo, pick 5, and nope. Dylan Harper is there. Do we see Dylan Harper playing our 1 position? His playmaking is really great. And honestly, I really do think Dylan Harper has a higher ceiling than a guy like Igor Demin. We keep it pushing. Mikal Bridges is an option. He's on a 1-year contract. Yves Missy, who's having a really good season for the Pels. Alperen Sengun and pick 9. And we give up RJ Barrett. That is intriguing. De'Aaron Fox, they wouldn't do this. OKC has pick 6. I guess they got that from Philly. Rudy Gobert, no. Denny Advia, no. Who's another guy having a great season. I always believed in Denny Advia, so I'm going to be proud of him in this instance. It's either going to be Dylan Harper and Kyle Filipowski. That's a really good offer, but we do have to give up Emmanuel Quickly, who is really solid, but that contract is huge. It would be nice to get off of that. Honestly, gives us a lot more flexibility. Or we get Alperen Sengun. Now, I think this would make sense if the Rockets were in play for another big center. Joel Embiid, possibly. But I just don't know if that is in the cards in 2K. So we're going to go with the Dylan Harper deal. Emmanuel Quickly is tough that we have to give him up. But I think long-term, this deal will help us out. So Dylan Harper, you are a Toronto Raptor. And I think that is a W, in my opinion. 79 overall. We could have had VJ Edgecombe. Where did Igor go? Oh, wow, he fell. Pick 8. Surprised that the Spurs took him, but you know what? He's going to be really good for them. So we get Dylan Harper as we keep pushing along here. We're definitely bringing those guys back, and we'll check out free agency. We don't want AJ Lawson. No, I don't think we're going to bring any of these guys back, unfortunately. But we'll take a look here in free agency. Do we have anybody that we need to re-sign? Chris Boucher, Orlando Robinson possibly, and those guys who we just declined. AJ Lawson, maybe. He is a 76 overall, only 25 years old. We'll take a look at our depth chart and really sit and decide, but they are restricted. I guess we ended up giving them the qualifying offer anyway, even though I clearly declined it. Chris Boucher, though, who came off, would we say a career year? I guess we could see. I guess no. I'm not gonna lie on his name, but he did have probably his second best season that he's ever had. So we take a look here at the roster. Definitely need a point guard, but we're gonna move Dylan Harper over, so that's gonna be our solution there. And then hopefully I could switch him over to, there we go. So we'll take a look here. Dylan Harper at the 1. Jamal Sheed, who's been playing all right for them in his limited minutes. Could be our 2, but I don't like it. Our backup point guard, Grady Dick and Jacoby Walter could be fine. We really have a logjam here at the 3. RJ would probably have to move down if we do plan on keeping him. And then that would probably make Jacoby Walter expendable, even though he is only 20 years old. Scotty Barnes staying at our 4. And honestly, Chris Boucher, we don't need to bring back, but we can take a look at what we can afford. Justin Champagne, Nikola Jovic, I would not be opposed on giving like a prove-it deal to. Honestly, had a solid season in Miami this season, and I guess they just didn't really like what they saw in the game at least. But definitely going to offer Nikola Jovic. I guess we can only give him a one-year deal. Do we have money? No. We could make money, but there's no one here that I'm really dying to sign. So, honestly, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to fill out the roster, go to player progression, and then I'll just see you guys next season. So here we are, player progression. Scotty Barnes only went up 1, unfortunately. RJ Barrett up 2. Not really much risers. I guess Jamal Sheed going to 78 is pretty big for us. Dylan Harper only went down because we moved his position. But now the interesting part becomes, how do we set this lineup? Stop simulation. I got to get rid of somebody, and that sucks. Never want to make someone lose their job, but goodbye. And AJ Lawson did come back. Jamison Battle, you can just pack that up. Okay. So, what is going on? Okay, well, that's a sneak peek for next year's draft class, I guess. Unless, I probably just reset it. LeBron wants to go. Okay, goodbye. So, we take a look at this lineup. Dylan Harper at the 1, that's fine. Grady Dick at the 2. Ingram at the 3. Barnes at the 4. Pirtle at the 5. That's fine. I guess RJ is going to come off the bench. It depends. What are our expectations for this season? Probably playing playoffs. 6, I suspect 5th to 10 seed. I know that's a wide range, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't mind the lineup, honestly, the way it is, actually. So we're going to let it rock for season technically number 1 of this rebuild. Dylan Harper has the keys, and hopefully we suspect playing. I'm not making any moves at the deadline, and let's just see how it goes. Victor Wembanyama, MVP. Cooper Flagg, obviously Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett, 6th Man of the Year. That's what we like to see. Wemby DPOY. Khalil Ware, Most Improved. Curry, Clutch Player of the Year. Kenny Atkinson. And the Cavs just sweep the Coach and Executive of the Year awards. Take a look here at All-NBA teams. Do we have any Raptors? No. All Defense, any Raptors? No. But we do get Dylan Harper here on All-Rookie First Team. That is what we like to see. And very surprisingly, we won 50 games, and we are the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. I really do like the core of this roster. I think that next season could be that type of season for them. The only thing that I did do was I extended Jakob Poeltl, at least for now. I gave him a 2-year contract. So, again, we could revisit a Jakob Poeltl trade next year. But I like what he brings to the table for now. 85 overall, only 30 years old. And centers of his play style, it's solid. I'm not mad at the contract at all. So we'll take a look at the stats, and looks like RJ led the way off the bench. So he might have earned himself a starting job for next year. Ingram, about 17 a game. Barnes, 16. I really would like that to be in the 20s. Dylan Harper, very solid rookie season, about 14, 5, and 6 a night. We're rounding up for him. Grady Dick, only about 9.4 a game, about 10, solid. Really solid all around. I guess Nikola Jovic in his limited minutes played solidly enough. So, as I said, we are here. We are in the 3rd spot, taking on Atlanta. And did they make any moves? No. They're a solid roster. If we win, we win. But, simulate the plane here. We'll go game by game. We do win game 1. Game 2, could have been a sweep. But we take them gentlemanly into a 5-game series. Let's see, how did we... Oh my gosh. I clicked the wrong thing. It's been a minute since I played 2K. Dylan Harper, in the closeout game, had a really nice one. 10 of 13 from the field, 23.6 assists. Our top guy scoring over 20. And now we're 2-2 against Indiana. Let's see how game 4 went. We did win by 1. Scotty Barnes with 22, and honestly, it was a really distributed effort, we'll say. Siakam with 24. They have Malik Monk and Halliburton about 17 and 5. And Isaiah Jackson really gave us 10 and 14. Come on, bro. Game 5, we do win, actually. And we blow them out. Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram led the way for us. RJ Barrett, Dylan Harper down there. Can we get out of here in 6? Unfortunately not. We are going to 7. And it looks like we're going to lose to the reigning champs it was a valiant effort. We took the reigning champs to 7 games. I'm not mad about it. And the Mavs with AD and Kyrie and the Cavs make it to the finals. And the Cavs take it home, their first championship ever without LeBron James. Pretty incredible stuff. As LeBron retires, KD, I don't think he should retire just yet. But LeBron is gone. Go here to the draft lottery. I don't think we have anything, as I didn't even look. Maybe we do from a previous trade, but I highly doubt it. And the answer is no. Thunder are going to get pick 2. That's just incredible. The way that they have their draft capital set up in the ongoing seasons, it's crazy. But we'll take a look at the mock drafts. Maybe something interesting. Henry Freeman, and I'm already out. I'm already out in this draft class. So we could just keep it pushing. Maybe we have a second round pick. Or we do it at first, but I don't really care. We'll take Sylvester Murphy, and Doug Jamieson. I don't want Jawan Freeman Liberty. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Come in for the ride. It is what it is. We want all of these guys back, and we will figure something out. Luka is a free agent, but he is most likely going to stay with the Lakers. Maybe, okay. Well, it seems like he wants to go to Atlanta, so that means that Trae Young is going to the Lakers. Most likely. That's usually what happens for some reason. But Trae Young is an intriguing option. He has no offers, but we did just draft Dylan Harper. And, wow, okay. So, we're definitely going to have to get some people cut. I don't know why. Why did our team draft 3 point guards in this draft? Makes no sense. An upgrade at the 2 is possible unless we decide we want to just move RJ down, which I'm okay with, to be honest. I feel like it's more natural for him to play that position. So now backup 3, 4 on the table, and we could explore a Jakob Poeltl trade. I think we're that star-ish player away from really being a true contender. But is that player a Trae Young? I don't know. I really like the idea of getting Kevin Durant, but it looks like that isn't a possibility, especially him being a free agent. Is there anybody down here? Julius Randle, I guess, but he's not really a star. I like our depth. Our depth is not a problem. It just doesn't look like we're going to be in the running for anybody that is elite. The only option, like I said, would be Trae Young, and we just don't have any money. Who can we afford? The best player we could afford is Keyshawn George. I don't hate it, honestly, because I don't think we're going to be able to bring back Nikola Jovic. He might have played himself out of a contract with us, to be honest, and that's what it looks like. Bol is an option. How did he do last season? Pretty good. Pretty good in, I guess, limited minutes, about 12 minutes. Honestly, we'll bring in Bol, give him a 2-year contract, and that's going to be the only signing for our offseason. I know, a little anticlimactic, but it is what it is. And we'll keep it pushing. I'll keep you guys with me. Oh, actually, we did get Nikola Jovic back on a restricted deal, so kind of makes signing Bol a little ridiculous. But Dylan Harper went up 8. Okay, well, see, that's what I'm talking about. The draft class, I do enjoy using real prospects, but the draft classes are a little unrealistic unless they... Hey, maybe Dylan Harper does become a star after year 1. But it kind of makes us have our rebuild process expedited because of that, and I'm not complaining. But I am complaining that he jumps up 8 after year 1. Regardless, Scotty Barnes goes up 2 once again, Grady Dick as well, and Nikola Jovic is an 80 overall. We're really solid. I'm probably just going to set the lineup. Oh gosh, we got 18. Okay. I'm going to probably cut every person I just drafted. I'm not going to lie to you. Goodbye, Mr. Freeman Liberty. Hope you live your best life. Sylvester Murphy, live your best life. And I don't want to cut our first round pick, so Ulrich, thank you for your services. And we'll move you on to your next team. I don't want to create a draft class, and I realized I did that last time. I'm just going to set the lineup, and the only thing I'm going to take a look at is maybe trading Jakob Poeltl at the deadline, just because I don't think his value is any higher. I guess it's a little lower now, but overall-wise, his value is pretty up there. Or we hang on to him. But if anything is done, it will be trading Jakob Poeltl at the deadline and maybe giving the keys to Kyle. I like what he brings to the table. The only thing we're missing out on is definitely some rebounding and some defense, but who knows? Maybe we can make it work. I'll see you guys, if not at the deadline, at the end of the season. So here we are at the trade deadline, third in the Eastern Conference, and I was taking a look, and there are 3 guys that I have strong interest in bringing to this team. Joel Embiid kind of goes without saying, but the Sixers are rebuilding. It just seems like the process isn't working out. But would the Sixers trade to their rivals their best player possibly in franchise history? It depends on who you ask. But is it a possibility? It is. Walker Kessler is on the Jazz, kind of just rotting away. And Jalen Duren, they signed it for agency, and he's just kind of on the trade block. So I'm going to go in order, this exact order, and whoever I get, you guys will see right now. Okay, so here we are with the Walker Kessler potential trade. I haven't submitted it yet. Joel Embiid was just way too expensive. The Sixers, their contract situation is just not ideal for a trade like this. But Walker Kessler is definitely basically Jakob Poeltl on crack. He scores a bit better. He's developing his three-point shot, which is funny. His rebounds are off the charts. And 3 blocks a game, well, 2.5 blocks a game, you really can't beat. And kind of feel like that's what we need. We need that defensive anchor down low. And he's already locked up under contract. Ochai Agbaji, he's on a contract year. He's playing really solid for them. And Jacoby Walter, he just isn't getting minutes. And maybe he could be developed there in Utah. And 1 first-round pick might not be enough, but I'll throw in the second. And these guys are just filler. They're not even going to play for us. So let's see if we can get this done. Okay. Well, all right. Ochai Agbaji does not want to go to Utah. And you know what? I really don't blame him. So Bol is now our second option. And you know what? Bol not really getting minutes with us. We signed him in the offseason. Perfect for trade. So can we get it done? And we do. Walker Kessler is now a Toronto Raptor. And it's a really nice move for us. Almost a 90 overall. Will probably be by the end of the season. Brandon Ingram is a guy who's on a contract season. Well, he could find himself being extended with us. And honestly, that is what I'm going to do. RJ Barrett also in a contract season. We are really inhibiting ourselves for free agency. I'm perfectly aware of that. But this core right here, I think, has really good potential. And we still could trade them. It is not safe to be signed to a long-term deal on any NBA roster. We've seen it multiple times throughout history. The most recent one I could think of, probably one sooner, but Blake Griffin, when he signed that extension with the Clippers, he was immediately shipped off to Detroit. So just because we signed them long-term doesn't mean that they're going to be here long-term. But regardless, I think this trade allows us to make a push for a championship, potentially. Already the 3rd seed, at least I want to see conference finals. I'm going to fix this lineup. We're going to go to the end of the season, and let's do some big things. Luka Doncic, MVP. Henry Freeman is your Rookie of the Year. Nikola Topic, now in Phoenix, gets 6th Man of the Year. Wembanyama, DPOY. Derek Queen, Most Improved. Curry, Clutch Player. And Jason Kidd of the Dallas Mavericks gets Coach of the Year. And Christopher Bell, for signing Luka, gets Executive of the Year. Now, do we get any All-NBA teams this time around? No Raptors, no Raptors, no Raptors. But do we get Walker Kessler? We do. Get him on all defensive second team. That is a W. And I don't think we had any rookies, so that is irrelevant. We did jump up. We are now the 2nd seed, as we'll check out the stats for the season. And Scotty Barnes led the way for us with about 17 a game. Dylan Harper right behind him with 16. Ingram with 15. Barrett with 15. Grady Dick with 13. Filipowski with about 10. Walker Kessler with about 10. And Jovic, Agbaji, and Sheed round out our bench. And so does Jonathan Mogbo. Very solid core. Who are we playing here in round 1? It is the Cooper Flag-led Washington Wizards. And this team could be dangerous. We just rebuilt them, as I stated earlier. And again, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. It was a pretty solid video. Now, can we take out the Washington Wizards? We do win game 1. We win by 6. RJ leads the way for us. Cooper Flag gives us buckets. Game 2, we do win, and we blow them out. Looks like we're getting out of here relatively quickly. And goodbye, Cooper Flag. Maybe next year. We're taking on the Nets here in round 2 with Kasparas Jakusionis as their point guard. Good for him. Cameron Thomas, AJ Griffin, they brought out of retirement. Thomas Sobers is, I guess, a random rookie. Or maybe he is real. And I'm just a scrub. So, Nicholas Claxton, they got Kuminga. Wow, they signed Kuminga away. They got Jeremy Schoen, Keyshawn George. This is a really solid roster. But I think we are miles better as we take them out in 4. And we are rolling. And we're taking on my archenemy, Luka Doncic, here in the conference finals. And this team could really be finals bound. Almost 490s in their starting lineup, and we just don't have that. I mean, we're close. We're close as Walker Kessler goes up to a 90. This will be a dogfight as we do lose game 1. We lose by 4. Luka with almost a triple-double, and Jalen Johnson gives us a double-double. 3 guys on their roster had a double-double. That is not looking good for us. But we do win game 2, and we steal home court advantage. Zachary Ricochet with 24. Luka with a pedestrian game, 6 for 20. Wow. Scotty Barnes with 27 leads the way for us, and it looks like Derek Harper is going to be giving Luka some clamps. Game 3, we do lose, unfortunately, and Luka made me eat my words with almost a triple-double. And Walker Kessler leading the way for you, scoring is not success for winning playoff games. And we do go down 3-1. We're going to pack it up. And it is Wemby versus Luka, and Luka gets it done in Atlanta. Just not our year, and that's perfectly fine. KD was a Laker. That's funny. And you know what? It is what it is. I don't think we have any picks here, but we'll take a look. Nets via Philly. That's crazy. Well, Philly gets their pick, so it doesn't matter. We're going to just probably go past the draft. I know we have a first-round pick. Oh, no, we don't. We actually just traded it for Walker Kessler. But we're going to bring these guys back. Grady Dick's free agent. Giannis is a free agent. So remember when I said that nobody's safe? This could be one of those times. Giannis is absolutely a ceiling raiser. Jokic is here too. And maybe with the recent firing of Mike Malone, it kind of puts Jokic in play. He didn't sign an extension, so clearly there's something going on. And he has no real offers. We could go after Nikola Jokic. Karl Anthony Towns is here. Jalen Green is here, who's unrestricted as well. Tyler Hero. This is a pretty good free agency class. What do we do? We are way over the cap. But if we were to make moves, after we did just bring in Walker Kessler, and he is making a boatload of money, and we are not, oh man, we're just not in any position to go out and get one of those guys, and it really bothers me. Do I blow up the roster for a chance at one of those guys? Or do I just run it back? I mean, where's our roster? That's what's concerning me. They're all free agents. I really want to go after one of those guys, but I just don't think it's in the cards. Now, trading for a big-time player is in the cards. So that's what we're going to do. Grady Dick wants an absurd amount of money, but we're going to give everybody what they want. Come on home. You know what? But you're not safe. Looks like we're going to be able to bring everybody in. Don't screw me up. Okay. And Agbaji, come on home. That's fine. So where did those guys go? Giannis stayed with the Bucks, and they got Jabari Smith Jr. Wow, great use of the cap there. Jokic went back to Denver. Karl Anthony Towns is a Los Angeles Laker. That's funny. Hero stayed with the Heat. And who's left? Julius Randle, Brennan Miller, Mikal Bridges. Austin Reeves is here. Can we afford anything? We're probably dead broke. Jonathan Isaac might just be a good signing for Ha-Ha's. So we're going to do that. Nikola Jovic is still there. Hopefully he comes back, but we can't really afford him. Does he come back? No. Okay, that's fine. Barnes in the 90 overall club. Walt Kessler just leaves the 90 overall club. But this is a solid team. Dylan Harper didn't go up as much as he did last season, but that's totally fine. I don't know what to do. And that's what bothers me. We're going to go to the trade deadline, and if anything, that's where we'll make a move. If not, we'll go to the end of the season, but I really want to add a big-time player to this roster. A guy like Kevin Durant would be perfect, but I know he's retired. But someone of that mold, just a guy, you give him the ball, and he'll get you a bucket. That is what I want. But regardless, let's go, and we'll see what we do. Now, you might be thinking, Matt, why are we not at the trade deadline? At the trade deadline, we were the first seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll check everything out here in a second. Wemby MVP, Zach Russell of the Rockets is Rookie of the Year, Jarris Walker 6th man, Wemby DPOY, Rasheer Fleming, Cam Thomas, who I did consider trading for. I did. Wins Clutch Player of the Year. Billy Donovan of the Spurs gets Coach of the Year. That's funny. Taylor Mason gets Executive of the Year. I don't know for what. We didn't make any moves. But regardless, anyway, we had no All-NBA teams. That's tragic. No defense either. That's even more tragic. Okay. And no rookies. But we did end up being the second seed once again. We'll check out the stats for this season. Oh, that's not right. Hello? Okay, there we go. RJ led the way for us with 17.2. Scotty right behind him, 17.1. Dylan Harper about 15 a night. Ingram, 15 a night. Dick, 14 a night. Filipowski with about 10. A lot of the same stuff from the guys. Kessler scoring, obviously, he's going to go down because of everybody else. But Kessler with 10 rebounds a night. Really can't ask for anything else. And about a block and a half a game. Barnes with a block. We were a really solid team at the deadline, and I didn't feel a need to change anything up. As we take on Cleveland, who won a championship, if not last year, the year before, here in round one. Can we get them up out of here? And we sweep them. And we're taking on the Sixers here in round two. And they got Desmond Bane now and Embiid still there. They got Josh Giddey, Malik Monk, Tyler Kolek, PJ Washington. Holy cow, this team is good. They got Alex Caruso there at the end of the bench. But we do win game one. We blow them out. Kane led the way for them. Desmond Bane and Embiid didn't really play too well. Game two, we win. It looks like we're actually going to send Philly home. Uh-oh. We're up 3-1. And we're out of there. And we have a rematch from last year, actually. The Hawks versus the Raptors. And they didn't really change much. They just progressed and got a little bit better. But we win game one, lose game two, win game three, win game four, and we're going to our first NBA Finals. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves versus the Toronto Raptors. Game one, we lose. And we get blown out pretty bad. Anthony Edwards gave us trouble. And we're down 2-0 now, only lose by 4. This is pivotal game 3. Can we win here at home? It's close. Oh, it's really close. This might be jump-in time. Unless we could pull away. We're down by 2 with 1:48. Let's get some action. Let's get a dub. So here we are. Minnesota's unfortunately at the line. Who is that? Bobby Portis Jr. And the crowd's a little too loud for my liking, so I'm actually going to lower that. So just to give you guys a little behind the scenes, bring that down. So here we are, now down by 3. Probably going to be down by 4. Unless Bobby Portis does sell the free throw. Here we go now. Brandon Ingram bringing the ball for us after the Kessler rebound. We need a bucket. We need it bad. And Ingram can get us a bucket. Kessler cannot get us a bucket, but we do dump it down low to Dylan Harper, guarded by Rob Dillingham. Back out. What a nice pass. And Barnes sells the wide open 3 to tie it up. That couldn't have been drawn up any better. They score here and we're dead. Edwards now with the ball, guarded by RJ Barrett. This matchup scares me. Can RJ get a stop? Screen by Gobert. Edwards drives. Goes right at him. Dumps to Gobert. Honestly, Gobert being the guy to go to the line is fine with me. Not ideal. If he makes one, misses one, that's fine. We'll be down by 4. It's now a 2-possession game. Can he miss one? No, he makes both. Of course he does. Down by 5 now, minute 13. We do not want to go down 3-0. Ingram now to the basket. Gets right over McDaniels, and it's over. Every time I jump in, it's always some BS. Edwards now with the ball, looking to end it. Goes right by RJ. Good night.
RJ Barrett couldn't guard a toddler on that possession. It's incredible to me. We need to move quick. Ingram to the basket, and he pulls up for no reason, and it is over. I'm simming. Good night. Like that's just that. What are those possessions, bro? And he was perfect. He wasn't perfect, but he was playing really well before then, and I just watched him chuck so much garbage. And G.G. Jackson from Memphis, oh my goodness, he had a 21 point per game year. G.G. Jackson, have yourself a career, man. He had 29. Dillingham, Edwards didn't even play that great, and yet it doesn't even matter. We are now down 3-0 in the NBA Finals. Oh, I'm just going to sim it. Good night. Yep, we get swept. Edwards puts us out of our misery, unfortunately. And now we got to regroup. It really makes me think that we need that big-time star. Paul George is finally retiring, and a lot of the guys that I grew up with are gone. Draft lottery here. Checking it out for absolutely no reason. We make no moves. Jazz get pick 1. Congratulations. Rookie signings. I know we have a first. And we drafted a bust. 2 busts. All right, cool. Don't even bring him in. I don't care. Dylan Harper we do want to bring back. And Doug Jemison actually is progressing pretty decently, so we'll bring him in. Could be a trade piece. Bam Adebayo's a free agent. And this free agency class is going to be worse than last year's, unfortunately. John Morant's there. Devin Booker's there. But we just don't need a point guard. That's the thing. Zion is there. Zion could be fun. What am I talking about, bro? We're so broke. We're, like, unbelievably broke. Like, I'm going to start begging on the streets for money type of broke. John Isaac was really solid for us, except that efficiency was horrible. So maybe we don't bring him back. Definitely going to have a guy to step up in his place, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's go to player progression. And I'm in a rut. I don't really know where to go. Eric Stevenson comes back. Noah Penby comes back. And, oh, wow. Kyle was a free agent. Kyle Filipowski. Do we have most of our guys back? Thankfully, we did not lose Kyle Filipowski there. Yeah, we pretty much have everybody back. We got a lot of depth. And Dylan Harper's finally in the 90 overall club. We need a star, like a superstar. And I think Brandon Ingram is going to be the caveat that gets traded here. I do not want to trade him, but it seems that that's what it's looking like. We could take a look. I'll put him in the trade finder. I've been trying to go off of the 2K. You want to load? Thank you. Trying to go off of Team Intel, but we'll take a look here. Ingram, Filipowski's on the 1 year. Ogbaji, and maybe Jamal Sheed could be out the door. We'll see. Desmond Bade, Knuppel, Trae Young is an option. Not much out there. What if I threw in Sheed? Get a little bit more money on the table. Honestly, no. Not really much. If I take away Ogbaji, and now we have about, what is that, 65 million? Maxey and Embiid? That's crazy. It's probably the best offer I've seen, but even then I don't want to do it. I guess I'm going to take a look around, check out Team Intel. Let's see, maybe somebody's available. Guys, man, everyone's safe for now. We're going to go to the deadline. Maybe make a move. I don't know what the problem is. Nope, there's nobody available for trade right now. Nobody in that upper echelon that is going to make me want to trade Brandon Ingram away or RJ Barrett away. I just don't know. I think a deadline will open up some more possibilities. Some guys will be more likely to be moved. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the deadline. Wanted to give you guys a little check-in. And hopefully we can get some type of star. We'll see. Very bullish on the idea that I will be getting one of these people. Tatum, Zion, Brunson, Irving, Morant. Tatum is the most outlandish option. They're still contending, but hey, he's on a 1-year contract. Maybe we could just pry him away. But all of these guys add something to our roster that isn't here currently. And I really wanted to just keep Dylan Harper at the 1. But honestly, adding one of these guys at the bottom and moving Harper to the 2 and just moving everybody around also makes sense. Zion is the guy I kind of want the least because I don't think he adds much dynamic to our roster. But it is an option. So I'm going to try real hard to get one of these guys. And you'll see that now. We got Jalen Brunson. None of these other guys, well, maybe besides Kyrie, I didn't really try, but we got Jalen Brunson. We got a number 2. And Dylan Harper is now going to go back to the 3, and I think now, with all that being said, it is time to win a championship. Do I like Jalen Brunson in real life? No. Do I deny his talent? No. He is 32, so he is on the opposite end of his prime, but now we are in a position to, well, one, we can move RJ up, so now we have 5 90s in our lineup. So we optimize that. We got a whole lineup of 90s. Our bench is still solid. Gonna start running the 10-man instead. Maybe I make another move to increase our depth, but I like what we have. I mean, giving the keys to a rookie is a little bit rough, but I think we're solid. We give our stars more minutes, and I think we're good. We're gonna go to the end of the season, and it is time to win a championship. Wemby MVP, Cole Shepard Rookie of the Year, Josh Giddey in Philly gets 6th Man of the Year, Wemby DPOY, Stephon Meyer, Most Improved, Towns Clutch Player of the Year, sure. And Atlanta Hawks sweep the awards. Do we get anybody on All-NBA teams? Maybe, no. Any defense? Maybe, no. And rookie, obviously not. We were the first seed. We were the first seed before Brunson, and we maintained it after Brunson. And these stats may be a little inflated, but Brunson about 24 a game, Barnes with about 19, RJ Barrett with about 18, Harper with about 17, Grady Dick with about 13 and a half, we'll call it. Filipowski, Kessler a little bit down. I wish it was a little bit, I wish it was like a 10 and 10 situation, but it is what it is. And that's the rest of our bench. It is time to win a championship, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to just get rid of Brooklyn. We're going to sweep them. We're going to gentlemen sweep them. Not even worried about it. Goodbye. Round 2 here. We got Charlotte. I wonder if they still have LaMelo Ball. Let's see. They do. And VJ Edgecombe. And Brandon Miller. Wow. And Mark Williams. Jeremy Schoen. He keeps bouncing around. What was that name? It was like combined into one. Oh, never mind. There's just no space in my eye. Anyway. Game 1. We do win. Scotty Barnes led the way for us. Brunson did nothing. Game 2, we do lose. We lose by 14. Brunson had a game. He heard me talk. My fault, G. Game 3, we do beat them, and we blow them out by 18. Dylan Harper led the way for us. RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson. Beautiful. And we do go up 3-1. Can we put them away in 5? Can we put them away in 6? We do. And we get another rematch. It is tied 1-1 between us. Did they change anything? They got Rasheer Fleming. Maybe he was there before, but Jalen Johnson's coming off the bench now for some reason. This is a scary team, and we do lose game 1. We lose by 23. RJ Barrett led the way for us. Not ideal. We do lose game 2. Can we win game 3 here? It is not looking good. Luka is my kryptonite, it seems. Coming back a little bit. It's over. We're done. What do we do? What do we do, man? Gosh, and the Spurs win a chip. I really thought us getting Jalen Brunson would have moved the needle, but why am I not surprised? We're going to do one more season. I hate to be stubborn, but in this situation with this type of team, I don't want to go out that way. I really don't. Maybe I'll... Okay, we don't even have her first. That's fine. Last pick in the draft, Ricky Westbrook. Give me a break. Team player options. Doug Jemison come back. Tatum's a free agent. We are broker than a joke. Nikola Jovic, look what he's becoming, man. That's crazy. 85 overall player, and we let him go. That's my own fault, being neglectful. But we are in cap hell. Tatum's probably going back to Boston, which is fine. We can't make any real moves. I mean, I could look around now and make sure not only do we have all of our guys, so we'll check free agency. Dylan Harper's a free agent, and Noah Penby and Filipowski. I need these guys back, so let's get that done first before we consider any moves. Just please come back. No cap issues. Great. Now we can look at moves. It is off season. Not going to be stubborn. Let's see. What can we get for RJ Barrett? And we'll say, because we can't bring all these guys back. So Jamal Sheed, Maxey, Jabari Smith Jr. I want a substantial upgrade. Kristaps, Devin Booker, Trey Young. Not much, man. I am curious. I'm not going to trade Brunson unless I get something astronomical. His value's in the toilet. Wow, we like bought really high on Brunson, which is fine. I mean, he might go down a little bit. He's going to be 33, but I don't know. I'm not trading Scotty Barnes, so maybe these two can get me somebody. Jared McCain and Josh Giddey. Devin Booker is the best option. But does Devin Booker make sense? Let me just see something. Check out his defensive ratings. It says that Barrett's a A+ defender. Is that true, guys? Let me know down below. Do we prioritize scoring over anything else? I mean, and we get Bronny. How do we say no to Bronny James? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, honestly, we're just going to go to player progression. I know it's a little boring, but this team it's complete. Brunson goes down. Ah, man. Maybe I should have went after Devin Booker, now that I think about it. Maybe getting Brunson wasn't the best idea. I should have known. But here's the lineup. I mean, I don't really know. What is our weakness? What is our issue? Is it our coach? Does Darko have to go? Are we going to do a current season firing of Mr. Darko? Let's check out the candidates. Is anybody here that I know? Not really. Oh my gosh, don't even do that. Darvin Ham? Really? Looks like we're going to hang on to Darko. It is what it is. I mean, we might need a better coach. I wish I could trade for a coach. But, I mean, we could sign Fred Daniels, but, like, that's just not fun. I want a guy that's real. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to have to let it rock, unfortunately. I'm going to go to the deadline again, see what we could do. Maybe it's our bench. But, I mean, an 84 overall, an 81. Doug Jemison, are you going to get those minutes? No. Honestly not. So I'll set the lineup. We'll go to the deadline, and let's see what we can do. It's not a superstar, but it is Bilal Coulibaly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bilal Coulibaly to the Toronto Raptors. And that was really like a make the trade and figure it out, because I have no idea what to do. I picked up talent, and honestly, I don't really know what to do with it. We got Brunson. Doug Jemison is, I guess, going to be our backup too. 3, 4, 5, 6. Noah Penby becomes expendable now by getting Bilal Coulibaly. We need a backup 4. There were a couple of guys. Oh, they're all gone. Okay. Well, I guess once you make a trade, then it goes away. But if we take a look now, Noah Penby, maybe Doug Jemison too. Only about $23 million. Maybe we get somebody. Not really much. Not really much at all, unfortunately. Michael Porter Jr. is an option. Jalen Clark is an option. Ah, man. Our one spot could be dreadful. But RJ Barrett, honestly, I thought might have been the guy that was expendable. But honestly, he's playing really well for us. He's probably our second best player behind Dylan Harper as of now. Or, sorry, behind Scotty Barnes as of now. But honestly, yeah, I guess maybe a backup 4 is really our need. Should we move Filipowski down? No, I don't know. I'll see if I can make another move. We're going to improve our backup center position, and we're going to move Kyle Filipowski down to the 4. We're bringing in Taylor Morris Sr. from Phoenix, and he's having a really solid season for us. So it doesn't help to bring in some rebounding, and now we solve our backup 4 issue by moving Filipowski down. That's totally fine. So I would say the only thing we got to worry about now is our backup 1 spot. So maybe we could package these 2 guys. I'll keep you guys with me. So it'll be Doug Jemison and Damian Baugh. Hopefully it gets us something. It looks like nothing. Wow. Maybe we throw in our one of our last firsts. Patrick Clemens. That's not a 1. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Honestly, might have to just let it rock. I'm going to set the rotation. Hopefully we win a championship, guys. This is it. Championship or bust. Luka MVP. Dink Pati, Rookie of the Year. Melvin Pollard, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby DPOY. Cian James, I guess another James. Maybe that's Bryce. Cooper Flag, Clutch Player of the Year. And Jackson Sampson. Hawks rule the league. Did we get any All-NBA teams? No. Any defensive teams? No. Rookies? No. We're the 3rd seed. I tried. I don't know what happened. We were the 2nd seed for a while. We were fighting. But regardless, RJ Barrett leads the way with about 20. Dylan Harper and Barnes with about 19 a night. Brunson with about 18 a night. Grady Dick with about 14. Same for Taylor Morris. Bilal Coulibaly with about 12. And honestly, whoa. Whose field goal percentage was that low? Damian Ball. Okay, good thing I did not play him after I traded for him. Because that is crazy low. Yeah, this is it. This is the final team. I think it's a really good team. I'm running a 9-man rotation. Taking on Indiana in round 1. And we lose game 1. Is this it? Is this the end of the video? Or are we going to gentleman sweep them? Okay, cool. So they were just blowing my you-know-what. Here we go. Can Boston take out Atlanta for me? No, that was just a pipe dream. Taking on Atlanta here. Probably our NBA Finals, so to speak. Game 1, we win. We lost Game 2. Game 3, we win. It is tied up. Pivotal Game 5 in Atlanta. We're holding our own. And we're coming away. We blow them out. Jalen Brunson with 26. RJ with 25. Scotty Barnes with 22. Can we put them away in 6, please? I do not want to go to 7. I really don't. We're up by 10. Pulling away. Up by 17. We blow them out again. 144. Scotty Barnes in a closeout game. 38 points. 14 of 14 from the free throw line. That's a little crazy. RJ Barrett also had 14 free throws. The refs stayed. Hey, Adam Silver made the call. We had to get to this conference finals to take on the Charlotte Hornets, who have the new duo of LaMelo and VJ Edgecombe. They're really looking to take over the league, it seems. I think we're better. They got Zach Edey as well. Game 1, we win. We win by 1. We lose Game 2 by 12. LaMelo gives us the work. Can we win Game 3? We do. We blow them out by... Well, we don't blow them out, but we win by 8. Dylan Harper, Barnes, and Brunson all score 20. Game 4. Really wanted to go up 3-1. Game 5 in Charlotte. Just going to hold my breath. And we win. Wow. Jalen Brunson with 21. Puts us up 3-2. Can we win at home in Toronto? Oh, no. Down by 4. It's close. We took the lead. It's tied up. Please. No. No. No, it's over. Oh, man. Game 7 in Charlotte. This is the video. Slow down. Down by 1. Up by 1. Up by 3. With a minute 24, we'll hop in. And here we are up by 3. Charlotte does have the ball. A minute 24 to go. They can't even get it in. And they get it down. Edgecombe has a wide open lane. What was that defense, man? Every time I take a look at RJ Barrett, it's just not a good look. VJ Edgecombe is having a great game. RJ Barrett with the ball. We need to score. I do not want any BS. RJ now fakes a 3. Someone go help him out, please. Filipowski in the corner. What is he doing? RJ Barrett now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Going to work on Edgecombe. Gets right by him, it seems. And he steps out of bounds. Stats and the eye test, man. What does the eye test tell you about RJ Barrett? Because you know what it tells me? He's a bum. He's not really a bum. But we have a chance to lose here. VJ Edgecombe with the ball. Dylan Harper guarding him. I like this matchup a lot better. Mark Williams with the screen. Edgecombe looking to dagger us. And he misses. Mark Williams with the rebound. Doesn't put it back up. LaMelo Ball guarded by Brunson. Hands it over to Tyson in the corner. Back to LaMelo. I don't like this matchup. But Brunson holding his own. 1 second on the shot clock. And right over Brunson's dome. That's the difference. That's the height difference. We're down by 1 now. 32 seconds left. It is not over yet.
Timeout.
And we take a timeout. Kessler will be inbounding. Looks like it's going to go to RJ. Looks like it's going to go to RJ. Wow, and they get into Barnes. Down to RJ Barrett. RJ gets right by him. To the lane, RJ Barrett. And we go up by 1 with 26 left. RJ Barrett quiets the crowd. What a move. Charlotte now with a chance to answer. 26 seconds left. VJ Edgecombe looking to take the shot of his life. Guarded by Dylan Harper. Everyone getting out of the way. LaMelo is wide open. And he misses. RJ with a handoff to Brunson. It is not over yet. Brunson has to make both free throws. Even if he makes both, it's not over. But please make both. Brunson hits the first. He loves the free throw line. So this should just be cash money. Thank you. We go up by 3. No timeouts for Charlotte. VJ Edgecombe now bringing the ball up. Guarded by Dylan Harper. Down to LaMelo. LaMelo just chucks it. And he makes it. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't want to go to overtime. RJ Barrett now. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. He's going to take a dumb shot. He has space. And he misses in and out. We're going to overtime. So here we are in overtime. We're going to simcast it just a little bit. It's tied. We go up by 2. They tie it up. Wow, it's back and forth. 1:43, we're up by 1. We got time. We got time. We'll hop in. Oh, no, I'm not playing the game. Please. Please stop. Okay. We have the ball, thankfully, up by 1 with 1:43 left to go. Kessler gets it into Brunson. Now to Barrett. I'm surprised that RJ is like our primary handler. Is RJ going to the line? No. They had a foul to give. Barnes now inbounding. Gets it into RJ Barrett. Get him a screen. Something. Give it to Brunson. I don't know. Somebody other than RJ, possibly. Barnes now with a very nice screen. Down rolls. And he gets it up and in. Right over Conley. That was a dangerous pass. I don't know about you guys, but that looked dangerous to me. VJ Edgecombe now, guarded by Dylan Harper. Puts the moves on him. Great defense there. Gets it over to Tyson. RJ, stay on him, stay on him. Gets right by. LaMelo puts it up, and he sells it. Back out. VJ Edgecombe now guarded by Dylan Harper. Gets right by him. He steps back, and he misses. We could be putting them away now. Slow it down, slow it down. We need to kill clock. And Harper's going to drive and take a dumb shot. Oh, my goodness. My fault, Dylan Harper. He got up there. That was a grown man slam. Wow, what a dunk. Anyway, we're now up by 5 with 50 seconds left. If they don't score here, I'm packing it up. This is going to be the end. VJ Edgecombe now guarded by Dylan Harper once again. Running that same action play. But LaMelo doesn't take it this time. Still guarded by Brunson, and he gets right by him, man. 1. How is that a foul on Brunson? Did Brunson shove him? Figures, man. 4th foul on Brunson. LaMelo hits the first. Let's see, does he hit the second? He does. We score here, I feel really confident. 37 seconds, slow it down. Slow it down. We do not want double overtime. That is the last thing we want, and we're not slowing it down. RJ to the basket, sells it. And they have a chance to tie it. No timeout yet. Over to Edgecombe in the corner. And he misses. Mark Williams with a rebound. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Conley to LaMelo in the corner. And it's tied again. Oh my gosh. Please stop. And we have a chance to win the game with 15 seconds left. Please, RJ. Show me why I didn't trade you. Please. Guarded by Tyson. To the crib. And it's over. No timeout for some reason, even though they have it. LaMelo from half court. We're going to double overtime. I can't believe this. So here we are again in Simcast. We're probably going home. I'm just going to be honest. That's usually how it goes. Down by 4. We're done. What a crazy end of the video, and I can't win a championship with this roster. Toronto Raptors have been eliminated. how do you... Do they win the championship at least? They do. LaMelo Ball gets a championship for Charlotte. This is the first time I lost a video in a while. I'm not going to lie. So I'll give myself credit for that. But how does this team not win a championship? 94 overall, 94 overall, 92, 91, 90. About to be a 90. Close to a 90. Close to a 90. I wonder what did it, but honestly, we should have won that game. But it is what it is. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe what team you want me to do next, because I'm taking all suggestions. And let me know what other types of videos you want to see. Maybe it's basketball related, maybe it's another sport, maybe it's something else. I'm willing to try anything. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.